Iguazu, the largest waterfall among the top 3 in the world. I went and experienced the Iguazu Falls with my entire body. I traveled to Iguazu National Park, which maintains the natural environment of primeval South America, and I met some cheerful and warm Guarani children. Now I leave northern Argentina for a distant glacier land in the southernmost region. This is Patagonia, a mysterious land that touches Antarctica. Situated across the globe from Korea, the plane ride to Argentina alone takes 30 hours. Argentina is called the flower of South America. Getting from Iguazu Falls, which is located at the northern border, to El Chaltén in the south takes 15 hours. It's almost a full day. Argentina consists of a long expanse of land that runs vertically, and the north is completely different from the south. Everything from high mountains that exceed 3,000 meters above sea level, huge glaciers, and beautiful glacial lakes all exist in Patagonia. Patagonia preserves the Antarctic ecology and environment in its natural state, and is one of the most remote regions in the world in which civilization arrived only in the late 19th century. Patagonia is also one of the 3 largest glacial regions in the world. The first place I head for in Patagonia is El Chaltén. El Chaltén is also a famous trekking course due to its picturesque lakes and forests. As I walk through the remote prairie, I ponder how much more I have to go. When I come upon someone,
Hola. Nice to meet you. Hola.
happy to see someone, I go up to him and say hello. The man is riding a horse and travels with 5 dogs. I wonder who this man is.
어디 가시는 길이에요?
Voy para la estancia.
¿Qué es lo que quería?
Oye, la nave. Acá en la estancia hay como 20.000.
El Chaltén.
Está cerquita ahí. Un tal perro y abajo.
Gracias.
Bueno.
Chao. Chao. 저 앞에 산이 보이잖아요. 저 삐죽 진짜 그림같이 나온 산. 저 산이 바로 파타고니아의 명산 피츠로이 산이에요. 저 산은 이 계절과 또 날씨에 따라서 또 시간에 따라서 색이 바뀌는 걸로 굉장히 유명해요. 특히 일출에 어떤 거울처럼 색을 반사해서 굉장히 아름다운 색을 띠거든요.
A completely different world unfolds before me when I cross the bridge and enter the woods at the foot of Monte Fitzroy. The tree branches reach toward the sky, and I'm greeted by unfathomably old trees and moss. It seems as if time passes by slower in this forest. I can't see a single man-made thing in these woods. The age-old moss, streams that flow through the forest, vegetation that has been knocked down by wind. Everything is natural.
정말 파타고니아는 바람의 나라라고 생각이 돼요. 여기 보세요. 이 큰 아름드리 나무들이 맥없이 쓰러져 있어요. 이게 다 바람 때문인 거죠. 도대체 얼마나 바람이 쐴길래, 에? 대단하죠.
The wind blows fiercely year-round, and to show for it, the trees have grown according to the direction of the wind. I take a stroll through this remote forest, and I come upon Lago Capri, which is referred to as the Jewel of El Chaltén. The lake was created through the repeated process of snow piling up for hundreds of years and then melting. The lake is unbelievably beautiful. The trees, sky, and lake shine brightly with their own unique shapes and colors. Perhaps primitive Earth was like this before mankind.
말을 할 수 없을 정도예요. 너무 아름다워요, 진짜. 이 계절을 잊을 수 있을 정도로 여기는 파랗고 산은 하얗고.
The glaciers that you can see in the distance are what created this breathtaking view. I would like to see those glaciers up close. Leaving beautiful El Chaltén behind, I now head for El Calafate, which takes 4 hours by car. El Calafate is also Patagonia's central tourist destination. Most of the people who visit come to see the glaciers. My first impression of El Calafate is far from finding a central city, but rather a modest town. As the surrounding natural environment is special, so too is the lifestyle here.
여기 집을 보니까 지붕이 아주 각도가 예리해요. 아주 날카롭게 돼 있는데 이런 집들은 보면 눈이 많이 오는 지형에 세워진 집들의 특징이거든요. 아마 여기도 겨울에는 눈이 많이 오나 봐요.
You can easily learn a lot about glacier tours at the Tourist Information Office located downtown. The sturdy wooden structures look like cabins, and the streets are laid with stone. El Calafate looks like a complete reproduction of a medieval Europe. The El Calafate Tourist Information Office sits in the middle of this quaint street.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. I'd like to know some information on glacier and other attractions in Patagonia.
Perito Moreno Glacier.
Perito Moreno.
Yes,
I heard
this one. Huh? You can do the trekking on the Perito Moreno
Oh, really?
Glacier. It's very nice. Perito Moreno.
He highly recommends that I go see the Perito Moreno Glacier first.
Perito Moreno Glacier.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The glaciers of Patagonia are said to be the most beautiful in the world. I'm now off to see them in person. After a long wait, I board the bus to Los Glaciares National Park. The bus runs 1 to 2 times a day, which shows that public transportation in Patagonia is not the best. What eliminates boredom is the picturesque scenery outside the window. But something's up. A hawk makes the bus stop in the middle of the road. It is actually in mid-hunt when we come upon it.
지금 사냥을 했어요. 봐봐요, 토끼. 와.
The hawk stays by its prey for a long time and steps back only when people approach. I can't believe I just saw a predator hunting right before my eyes. It's something I have only seen on TV. I must really be in the wild. It's a different world from the city where everything revolves around people, made for our comfort.
파타고니아는 여기는 자연이 주인공이에요, 확실히. 이런 길에서도 그런 매가 토끼를 사냥하죠.
No one can predict what the weather will be like here. The sky was clear just this morning, but it is cloudy in no time, and soon raindrops are falling. Finally, it starts pouring rain.
파타고니아가 이게 날씨가 좀 험한가 봐요. 바람도 많이 부는 데다가 비도 오고 이렇게 녹록지 않은 곳인 것 같아요.
We have to cross a lake to reach the glaciers. In the below freezing weather and rain, my body is shaking from cold, even though it's spring. After racing for a good while on the vast ocean-like lake, some white glaciers come into view in the distance. This is Perito Moreno Glacier. This glacier national park was designated as a World Natural Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1981. The glaciers here are particles that have fallen off of Patagonia Continental Glacier, which is the third largest glacier in the world, preceded by Antarctica and Greenland.
날은 굳지만 빙하는 살아있어요. 이 색 보세요. 파란 하늘빛을 띠고 있어요. 그리고 저기 골짜기 부분에는 아주 잉크를 풀어놓은 것 같이 짙은, 아주 짙은 파란, 그러면서 깨끗한 느낌의 파란색이 살아있어요.
The bit of rain that we had is starting to pour. There are some things we must prepare for glacial trekking. Warm clothes, waterproof shoes, and climbing irons.
일반적으로 아이젠이라고 하잖아요. 그거를 이제 채워주는 거죠. 그걸 차야지만 안전하게 빙하로 올라갈 수 있어요. 여기 보세요. Are you okay?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Just to follow me, not to follow him. Okay? Vamos.
Vamos. 출발.
This glacier was formed by years of accumulated snow. Little by little, the snow accumulated for 1,000,000 cold years. And right now, I'm standing on top of that time.
Welcome to Moreno's Glacier.
We walked about an hour on the ice. My heart moves like blue waters just by looking at this sight.
밑에서 볼 때랑은 또 달라요. 그리고 밑에서 볼 때는 되게 이렇게 큰 덩어리로 봤는데 골라보니까 그 눈이 녹아서 얼음이 됐다는 얘기가 틀리잖아요. 정말 딱딱 조그만 알갱이들로 가득 차 있어요.
Trekking on top of glaciers is definitely a special experience.
How do you feel?
Good. Freezing.
Fantastico, uno spettacolo fantastico.
An accompanied guide is essential when glacial trekking. Without one, you may find yourself in a dangerous situation. This is due to the crevasses that form between the glaciers. About 2 hours into our hike, the guide leads us carefully away from the crevasses and to a deep pool between some glaciers. The pool is just like a lake.
보이시죠?
Like a novelist's description, it's an almost transparent blue.
정말 깊은 푸른색이에요. 정말 이런 푸른색은 본 적이 없어요.
It's called sumidero.
수미대로.
Sumidero. It's a hole. Normally, it's a final where the water ends its ways to going down.
여기는 빙하 위에서 내려온 물들이 이 거대한 구덩이에 마지막으로 모이는 거죠. 그래서 이곳의 물은 빙하의 가장 깨끗한 물들이 모이는 곳이죠. 그래서 이 물들이 다시 이제 호수로 빠져나간다고 합니다. 그러니까 빙하의 물을 가장 깨끗하게 볼 수 있는 곳이죠.
I wonder if we could get a taste of that clean water. As if the guide has read my mind, he makes an offer.
Somebody would like to drink a little bit water? Can pick up from here and just to taste?
I am the first one to accept his offer. It isn't often that you get a chance to drink Antarctic glacial water. It's so cold and refreshing that my chest tingles.
You are drinking water 500 years.
500.
Yeah.
아우 정말 500년 된 물이라고 하는데 방금 나온 그런 느낌이에요. 되게 신선하고 깨끗해요.
Really fresh.
Good water.
Yeah.
doing?
Eh?
Yeah.
Agua.
Agua.
Agua, something else.
It's the end of our glacial trek. What the guide has prepared is glacial ice and some liquor.
즉석 빙하 위스키. 올해도 특산물입니다.
The pure white ice has been here long before we came into this world. Right now, I am drinking those layers of time. After a night under a beautiful starry sky, the sun rises once again. The rain and wind from yesterday has disappeared without a trace, and the morning sun is shining. Today I'm bound for a place that some people I met glacial trekking yesterday recommended. I'm going where you can get the best view of the Perito Moreno Glacier. It's the glacier's observation deck. I was doubtful that I would be moved by the sight, since I already set my own 2 feet on some glaciers. But my worries are unfounded. A huge pure white mountain looms over me, which I hadn't seen yesterday. For some reason, the Perito Moreno Glacier is growing bigger.
Si nosotros midiésemos el glaciar, llega a los 700 o 600 metros. En la parte que vemos ahí, ¿sí? Lo que hace es el hielo ese que se ve que está manchado o sucio, ¿sí? Ese es el hielo muerto que le decimos nosotros, ¿sí? Ese hielo queda ahí y se va, digamos, soldando o adhiriéndose al otro hielo que viene colapsándose de a poco.
This chunk of ice is 30 kilometers long, 5 kilometers wide, and about 60 meters high. You get overpowered just by looking at it. Half the people who come to see the Perito Moreno Glacier are Argentines, and they always have something in their hands.
Mate.
Mate argentino.
Hace bien para la piel, el agua. La yerba también te despierta la cabeza. Cuando estás con sueño, tomas mate y te da la posibilidad de despertarte y seguir adelante.
Mate tea is a traditional South American tea. Surprisingly, she offers her own glass and straw without hesitation.
Gracias. 아유, 좀 몸도 따뜻해지고 우리 그 녹차에 약간 그 민트 느낌이 섞인 그런 느낌? 딱 그 느낌.
En Argentina somos de compartir bastante, justamente por costumbre el mate. Entonces, todo lo que es nuestras costumbres nos gusta hacerlas conocer.
Now I have to repay the courtesy.
¿Qué caricatura? alta, no, alta,
키 크고
flaca,
이게
linda.
날씬하고 예쁘게 그런 거죠. 뭐 딱 하면 알죠. 다 똑같습니다.
There's no better communication method than drawing when you don't speak the same language.
Yo, ¿de dónde vengo? De
Just then, with a thunderous clap, an enormous wall of ice collapses. This is the moment everyone has been waiting for.
Amazing, it's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We are lucky. We are all lucky men.
I'm living here in Argentina, but I never came here, and I am so excited. I'm so happy to be here. It's so great.
This time, the glacier from the opposite side collapses. I'm blindly running after the others. Perito Moreno Glacier is said to move 2 meters a day. You can see chunks of ice that are as tall as buildings collapse before your very eyes.
It's for you, Daniel.
Daniel.
Ay, gracias, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Vamos a guardarlo.
Blindingly pure white glaciers and a cup of warm mate tea. Perito Moreno Glacier has given me these unforgettable memories. I want to keep this scene in my mind without any changes. When I find a view that I really like, I take out my sketchbook instead of a camera. Photos give you pictures that look exactly the way things are, but drawings make me remember how I was in front of that view. Like the way I am today standing in front of the Perito Moreno Glacier. It's my last day in Patagonia, and I board a glacier cruise ship. I think I'll even miss this cold wind now that it's my last day.
지금 이 배는 호수 위를 달리고 있어요. 이게 바다 위처럼 보이지만 그냥 호수예요. 그리고 그래서 파도가 없고 굉장히 잔잔해요.
A large chunk of a broken glacier glides right by me. You will encounter an unforgettable sight after racing on the water for a little over an hour, while entranced by the clear blue chunks of ice. It's none other than that enormous ice wall. This is the tallest glacier in Los Glaciares National Park.
여기서 바람이 우리 쪽으로 불어와요. 그러면 저 하는 사이에 골짜기를 통해서 바람이 계속 불어오는 거죠. 눈이 내리면서 얼굴 쌓여서 빙하가 되고 그것들이 점점 밀려와서 이 빙벽을 이루는 거죠. 그러다가 또 떨어져 나가고.
The highest point is a grand 130 meters tall, and the width is 1.5 kilometers. It's literally a huge wall. In Patagonia, we can find nature that we have forgotten in our daily lives.
Dios repartió por todos lados, pero cuando pasó por acá se le cayó toda la bolsa y nos dejó todo lo mejor, todo lo mejor. ¡Argentina! 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 ¡Argentina!
This is nature in its natural state, instead of nature made for the sake of people. I made a wish while touring Patagonia, which contains time almost as old as eternity. I wished for the short time that I was here to also be added onto it, so that after a long time, someone can come and see the time that I was here too.
Salina, grande!